Happy morning. There we go. Okay, so I just did emissions right now, and that always stresses me out. Does anybody else ever feel stressed out? Emissions, for those who don't know, because I do have some younger viewers that watch, emissions is where they check your car to make sure that it's not like polluting the air too much, I guess, something like that. I think it's mostly the older cars that they're concerned with. And my car is actually a 2006, so it is, I guess, considered a little bit older. I don't know why I get so stressed out when I do emissions, because it's like a test, I feel like, and I don't know whether that feels weird, because if I fail, okay, let me back it up. So emissions is when they test to make sure that your car isn't polluting the air, I think, is basically what it is. Like every vehicle gives off some type of pollution, I think. So when your car becomes older and older, it can start to produce a lot that can go into the air. I always get so stressed out going, because I always feel like it's a reflection of my car care and who I am. And it's so ridiculous, because there's literally nothing you can do if you fail emissions. Usually it's because your car is really just like your body saying, I'm in bad shape, please help me. And I'm going to say this with respect, but a lot of girls don't do things for their cars, and I am one of them. I don't often maintain probably the way that maybe a guy would, because guys are very car focused. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't even exist anymore. I'm not sure. I do know that I have girlfriends who have changed the tire and done their oil and do all these other things. I am not one of them. I feel very confident in allowing the men folk to do it, or a lady if she wants to do it. I do not want to do it. That's the point I'm making. I have no desire to learn. I actually will carry roadside assistance so that I don't have to do it, because I don't want to get dirty and it's yucky, and no thank you. So anyways, I qualify as one of the dumb girls, probably. I shouldn't even say that. It's not being a dumb girl. It's just being an uninformed, inadequate person, because I just don't want to learn to do it. But, I passed emissions, so that's good. What happens is you have a sticker on the back of the car, and it's important that you have it there, because that is your registration for your vehicle. And so it tells the police and others that your vehicle has been inspected, that it's allowed to be on the road, and you put the little sticker on top of your license plate, and that way it's, everything's good to go. And motor vehicle will let you know when that's going to happen. And so, like it told me 2 months ago, you need to get this done by May. And so what I did was wait until the last minute and then went in there, which is nerve-wracking in itself, because if you fail emissions, that's a bad thing, because you only have a limited amount of time to fix whatever problem. And failing emissions means typically that you got to put some money into fixing your vehicle, which can be costly. And I've been in that situation before, where it was like panic to try to get your car fixed, because again, if you don't get it taken care of, then you can definitely not be driving your car. So, and walking at this time of year is not an option, because gross, it's hot. So that's why it's important that you keep up on all of this stuff and not wait till the last minute. Maybe that is my story for the day. Don't wait for the last minute to do your emissions testing. But so far, everything went really great. So I'm glad about that. Blessed, thank God. And then what I'll do is I'll go online to motor vehicle and I'll plug in the emission testing numbers, and then they'll see that it was passed, and then they'll send me in the mail my new sticker, and I put that on by the end of the month, which is May. So yay. And I think I'm going to do a 2-year so that I don't have to do this again next year, which is always an option. You can do 1 year for a renewal or 2 years, and I always think 2 years is better. So anyways, such is life. Other than that, things are good. I'm just going to focus some time on cleaning. I think I showed you the other day that while I was gone, Donnie murdered my plants. He didn't mean to, but it's just something that happened because I was gone and I didn't remind him to water them. So I have now replanted some sunflowers. God, I can't think. And I need to get Marshall's tank figured out because he needs to be able to go outside and bask a little bit in the sun. But you always have to be careful because they need to have shade too. So his little, it's actually, I think, a hamster cage is really great because it has large side walls. And so I put enough bedding in there that he can burrow down if he wants to. And high enough that he could pack it in and then he can look out if he wants to. And then there's sections that do get sunlight and sections that don't. So that way he's getting best of both worlds. And then I will always bring him in every day though. I don't let him stay out there for all day because that would be like roasting your turtle. That would be gross. Plus it would really dehydrate him and he doesn't want that because he's an apartment turtle right now. But yeah, he's coming out more and more, and he's not quite fond of Smokey, even though Smokey has nothing to do with him. By the way, I do have Smokey this week. Smokey just sniffs him, and he has no concern and no desire for him whatsoever. So it's funny though to see them interact because Marshall almost didn't want to eat because he saw Smokey. It was almost like he was put out that another animal was there. Oh, I tell you. But Smokey, you know, of course isn't going to eat him or get him or anything. He's just not concerned with him at all. And that's mostly because my son actually has bearded dragons and they let the dragons go free sometimes in the house and Smokey could care less. Although when I took him for a walk the other day, he literally nearly drugged me trying to get a rabbit that ran across our path. So thankfully, we don't have a rabbit, I guess, or a cat. That might be another yikes, but anyways, I'll let you go. I'm going to run into the dollar store right now and into Walmart, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. Good morning. We are running errands. My Baxter delivery guy showed up this morning at 7:30. That was super great. Although Smokey was not happy because I put him out on the porch. I know that he'll be just super jumpy and then we'll have to be like holding him back so he doesn't run out the door. It would have been chaos. But it was funny because he had a little bit of an attitude about it. Like, why am I out here? It's not even hot. Today is going to be hot though. It's going to be like 93. And it's about 9 o'clock right now. So I'm running to the store before I run to Fry's to pick up my order. And I tell you, in the last couple of days, I have witnessed more thievery than I ever have in a short period of time. Like, it is so ballsy to just walk out of the store without paying for whatever you have. Yesterday, I saw 2 guys carrying out a giant TV out of Walmart, and the security guys were onto them because they were like, shut the doors. To the greeting attendant, and she did nothing. Like, she just watched them walk out, and I don't know, she gave no F's. And I was like, oh my god, that's when you just want something to throw, like a football or something, to be like, no, you don't get to steal from us. And then right now at Home Depot, of all places, there was these guys again that just loaded up their cart and walked out with, it looked like fertilizer, and maybe some decor rock or I don't know. I'm like, how do you get that in a vehicle really fast? I don't know. I couldn't even lift the things, but I don't know. It's just crazy to me to think that that is such a really, it's just a thing people do, and it drives me nuts. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm like, why steal? Just freaking pay for your crap. I don't know. Maybe desperate times or something, but anyways, I gotta run into Michael's because Benjamin needs some supplies for some of his stuff that he has created, so I need to run in there. I'm also looking for a gift for my mom for Mother's Day. I went into Home Depot because my good friend Stephanie, you know, the one with Dallas, gave me tomato plants, and so I needed these things because you can hold up plants with them, and they're only a couple bucks, so I got 3 of them. And I like to use them for my philodendron plants anyways, so I thought, well, I might as well grab a couple more. That way we'll have something to hold up those tomato vines because they're kind of spindly. So I think that they're not planted deep enough. So I repotted them, but they're still a little spindly. So I'm going to hold them up with those and see if maybe they'll get a hardier stem. And then I did not see anything that just stood out to me at Home Depot for my mom because she loves plants. So that's a little difficult to get her plants because she has so many and she just thrives. But she lives in Bisbee where the weather is perfect. You know, it's just sweet that my friend Stephanie actually ate the tomato, or, you know, like when it gets yucky and you're going to throw it out, she actually planted it. And that's where this little guy has come from. So I'm really excited to see if I can hopefully make it live. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.